Hello, this is Broly SS Guy, and back with another video. And yes, I want to talk about the PS6 and the PS5 Pro. And I'm talking about is a lot of PS6 hate. You got people out here that see the PS6 push back so bad. They are so butthurt about Moore's Law video and him saying that, oh, the PS6 is still on track. It's gonna be coming in 2027, mid 2027, right? And they are so butthurt because they bought that expensive PS5 Pro, and they're gonna look stupid because that PS6 is about to come around right around the corner. And it's gonna take the place of the PS5 Pro, and they know it. They know it, and they're scared. That's why they're making all these videos now of Sony for Sony not to put the PS6 out because they got that stupid PS5 Pro, and they're gonna look stupid when that PS6 come out, and it just flattens that PS5 Pro in power and every other thing it does too, right? So they can't stand it. See, the PS5 Pro is their bread and butter, and if you notice that all these thumbnails, all these videos, it's leaks of the PS5 Pro. PS5 Pro this, PS5 Pro that, PS5 Pro this, PS5 Pro that. And then look, then they gotta have the nerve to sit here and talk about um but the OG PS5 is fine, guys. It's just great. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with the OG PS5. Look, I'm not saying there is something wrong with PS5, OG PS5. Thing is, though, it's outdated. It's been out since 2020, and this is 2026. It's been out for 20. It's been out for 6 years. Okay, so next year it makes 7 years. So I think it's long enough for it to be for it to say it's pretty much outdated in my opinion, and it's time for new hardware. Because the thing is this: if they're doing, look at what they're doing with the PS5 Pro. They're giving the PS5 Pro all these updates. They're giving the PS5 all these patches, all these Pro enhancements, right? And the OG PS5 just get nothing from Sony besides small little updates here and there. So yeah, again, I say we need a PS6 because we need something more up to date graphics and hardware and the power of it, whatever the case may be. But this is the thing, right? These people are telling us we don't need no PS6. No, you don't need no PS6. You don't speak for the people. You don't speak for the majority of the people. Don't say what we don't want, what we don't need. How you gonna tell us what we need or we want? What we want is what we want. And for me, I speak for myself. I want a PS6. I cannot speak for other people. I'm not gonna say we want a PS6, but I want a PS6. But I'm tired of people keep on saying something. What we want, what we this, what we that. No, no, like Kamala. No, no. I like saying that. But for real though, like, really, nigga? Like, how you gonna sit here with oh no, yeah, we don't need no PS6. Come on, guys. Come on, come on, guys. Like, really? The OG PS5 is just fine. I'm not saying it's not, besides it's being outdated, but still a great console. It's been showing how great it does against the PS5 Pro. It's been showing how it ran games better on PS5, OG PS5, without no pro patches and nothing like that. But the problem is, though, the further we get into these new years, like, 2027, 2020, it's going to get outdated, bro. It's already outdated to me, in my opinion. It plays games well and everything, but it's going to come to what happens is, in my opinion, it's going to be games that it cannot run that well in the future. There's games like that right now, but I'm saying it's going to get worse and worse, in my opinion. But you have the PS5 Pro, it's getting all these updates, all these enhancements. Now, I'm shocked that Sony hasn't been charging them extra money for these pro enhancements, but they will be doing that soon. I guarantee you. So it's gonna start charging these niggas for pro enhancements for pro games. You're gonna see a $5 tax, $10 tax. 'Cause it's gonna be pro enhancement games. You watch and see. They will keep talking about the PS6 will be so expensive. And pros will be even more expensive because like it's a higher, it's you know a more expensive console because it's gonna be a more powerful console over the base of the OG console, right? Until the next console comes out that's gonna be more powerful than the Pro. That's how that works. So what they do is before I get off track. This is the thing, right? Now, if you noticed it, look at how they push it back on the PS6, right? Where was that same energy for the PS5 Pro before that came out? Why don't I hear these people talking about we don't need no PS5 Pro because the OG PS5 is just fine how it is. But I didn't see that before that PS5 Pro came out. I didn't see people saying that. And some of these guys got their Pro for free. They ain't spent a dime on it. You know what I'm saying? And some did and some don't. But at the same time, what I'm saying is this: is like, where's that same energy for not buying a PS5 Pro because it's gonna be so expensive and we didn't need one? But all of a sudden now, because y'all got your little precious Pro, we want the people that don't have a PS5 Pro because we don't want a PS5 Pro to wait for 2030, 2040, 2050 to get a PS6. Man, get real and get bent. I'm sorry. No way, nigga. No way. I don't care how many videos you make a day about not having a PS6 come out in 2027. We keep doing that. I'm starting making videos every other day too and saying we need a PS6 in 2027. I don't care what I don't care, dog. It is what it is because it's not right that they want to make people sit here and wait until the PS6 come out in 2040, 2030, 2040, 2050 and up because they got a stupid Pro. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I want my PS6. Then I want my PS7. You know how they say that, I've been seeing people talking about I'm only a pro player, all about pros. Cool, good for you. I'm a OG player. I like this by the OG systems. You know what I mean? I don't like midget refreshes. And if I was to get a midget refresh, if I get the PS5 Pro, if I get that PS6, I would do comparison to how that PS6 would dog walk that Pro. Dog walk that Pro. And that's another thing too. You know what Sony, all Sony really gotta do to sell that Pro, the PS6, is show how much more powerful it is over that Pro and graphics wise and everything else with it. And it will sell out. This is another thing too. They're talking about something, oh, the PS6 won't sell like that. The PS6 won't sell like that. Um, Look at the numbers what happened in November. It didn't sell, nigga. The PS6 will sell like that. The PS5 was sold out when it first came out. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? This ain't no PS5 Pro, nigga. This is an actual next gen PS6 right here. Ain't no mid gen refresh. Come on, not everybody's gonna go to the PS6. Of course, not everybody's gonna go, but I know one thing's gonna sell out. But Sony just said, yeah, we did the right thing. I know that that much. If the PS6 price is right, it will sell out. It will sell out. Trust and believe it's going to. Because I know one thing that PS5 Pro didn't sell out over at how much was it? Over $700 plus some change. $800 plus some change. No disk drive, no stand and all that. All that is what we're at. $800 and some change, right? Anyway, so that didn't sell out because it's a mid-gen refresh. You know, talking about the pro players are the elites and all this other crap. We're the hardcore. Man, nobody care about that. All they're all about is just sit here and just glazing the pro and glazing the name of the word pro, and they want to say pro in every little subject, every little sentence. Pro, 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 pro. Nigga, I want my PS6. And you know what? They hating it because like the PS6 get more talked about than that pro now, and they can't stand it. So, oh y'all talk about this pro, need a pro, need I'm sorry. Oh y'all talk about this PS6. Y'all PS6 boys, y'all PS6 fans. Y'all want a PS6 stuff? I sure do. I sure do. I got my PS6 like a year or two later after the PS5 came. I'm sorry, I got my PS5 like a year or two later after it came out. I would have got it day one, but it was sold out. I waited next year. I thought the PS6 would be. I'm sorry, I keep saying PS6. I waited a year later for PS5 to come out in stores and never showed up. It never showed up. But I went ahead and bought myself a PS6. You know what I'm saying? Through StockX, got my PS6. Paid over $875 for my PS6. 875. Yes, $875 for my PS5. Keep saying PS6 for my PS5, bro. But like, yeah, it's been working fine. Brand new console, and no used console, nothing like that. I didn't trade in my PS4 for one. You got these dudes out here trading in the OG PS5 for a PS5 Pro. I keep all my consoles. If I trade in something, I traded something in years ago, like when I was like, as a kid. But like, I didn't trade anything as I got older. I stopped doing that. I like to keep my stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like keep my consoles. Whether it's gonna be that's another thing too. I know about these people. It's like they have a hate for an older generational console, like a PS4. What y'all gonna be getting cross-gen games, guys? Y'all don't like that. They try to use everything in their power for that PS6 now to come out. Talking about something. Look at the PS4 right now. Get PS4 games on PS5, and it's cross-gen games, and we shouldn't even have that. And look at that. You know what? One thing about me, I can't speak for everybody else, but I speak for myself. I don't care about cross-gen games. It don't bother me. If a PC can run games on that platform and put games on our platform, then the PS5 can run games on this platform and put games on the lower platform of PS4. Because it's not ruining my experience. Because you know what? And I don't want to hear about no. Well, it makes the games don't look as good on the PS1, PS5. Okay, what happened to Spider-Man 2? That was on PS4, and it looked almost the same as the PS1. The first Spider-Man game was more colorful. That's about it. It don't look that more. It don't look. It doesn't even look real. It looks cartoony. Spider Man looks so Well, I'm just saying like it doesn't have no realistic look like compared to like a realism. You know what I mean? Like a Indiana Jones or anything like that. It looks like it looks cartoony. It does. I'm sorry, they don't look real to me. They look like cartoons, as it should, because it's based on a comic book, right? But it has realism, but it's not to the you know but in my opinion, for it to be a Spider, okay, like a PS5 exclusive off the PS4, why didn't it look more real? Because you know why? Because it had the same engine from the last Spider-Man. Say they were God of War. So God of War was on PS4 and PS5, and it looked almost the same. It looks the same, besides what a little bit more color. But so that has an excuse, right, for God of War because it was on the PS4, PS5, PS4 and PS5, right, for God of War. The first God of War. I think it was Ragnarok too. Now, what happened with it looks good to me. I'm not complaining about God of War. It just didn't look realistic to me. Like, cause but I didn't sweat it because I knew it was on the PS4, right? I didn't care about that. I'm like this. I like for everybody to play, no matter what console they're on. I'm not still gonna sit here and gatekeep because I'm on the PS5. The people on PS4 should have the same type of uh games that I have to play. I'm not like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like if somebody bought this system, they should be everybody should be able to play. We could be in the same ecosystem on PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd rather see a game go to PlayStation 3, PS4, PS2, PS1 before I see it hit to another console like Xbox or PC or Nintendo. That's just me because you know why? I feel like because the PlayStation is still in the PlayStation family. That's what all that matters to me. As long as it's in the PlayStation family and everybody get to play, hey, we all win. And on top of that, Sony make more money if they did it like that. If they had the technology to keep all of that going. I mean, that's just my opinion. And I feel like everybody should play in the ecosystem of PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? So, that's how I feel about that. But at the same time, go back to the what I was talking about the energy part. Where is that same energy for PS5 Pro not coming out, and it should be pushed back to later dates, and we didn't need no PS5 Pro. I didn't see that same energy for that. Nah, I didn't see the same energy. I see, you know what I'm saying? But since the PS6 coming out, all of a sudden now, oh, we don't need no PS6, guys. They gonna talk about well, it's gonna be more expensive. That PS5 Pro is more expensive. But I see you sitting there trying to sell it to people. Oh yeah, the PS5 Pro is it's the most powerful console. It does everything. Blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? It's worth the money. And they do comparisons with PC, right? But for the PS6 though, oh, we don't need no PS6. Push it back to 44 to 20 the year 50-50. You know, it's like it's ridiculous. No, I don't think it should be pushed back. I think Sony should be on schedule with it. Look, in my opinion, if it's gonna be high, if it's gonna be a good price, make it $500 to $600. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't get, I'm not, look, I'm like this. I'd rather pay the cheapest possible and have the fun, and have my fun. I ain't trying to spend no $1,000 for no console. And the thing about it, this dude I'm talking about, I ain't saying no name, but this dude I'm talking about, he will literally be like for other stuff, pay it off the top, off the rip, pay that money or have his fans pay it for him, right? Literally, he get his fans pay for everything for him. He don't pay for nothing. He really don't. His fans pay for everything for him. All he gotta do is sit there and mention this stuff a few times, and They drop donation wars and all that crap. They buy it for him. That's why he really don't care. And the only reason why he's pushing back on PS6 like that because starting to think that some of his fans are having some tough times, probably, or I don't know, because it's kind of weird. He already said he'd get the PS6 and he go regardless, and also the Xbox Magnus. So it's weird to see him sit here and be like, "Oh, we don't need no PS6," but yeah, you know he can get the console anyway. He'll get it day one if he can. He will get a day one on him, right? But like, it's just weird seeing him go from, "Oh yeah, I'm all about getting the latest, greatest in technology," to all of a sudden, "Oh, I don't want this console right now. I'm happy with my PS5 Pro, my PS5 Pro." It's like the daggone system, the console, had like brainwash these niggas or something like that. Just feel like it's only me. I'm the only console you'll ever need in life. The PS5 Pro. Oh, it's just gonna be me. We don't need a PS6. It's like the thing talks too many brains or something. You know what I mean? It's like a Charles Xavier. It was Jean Grey, and this is inside their mindset. And it's just it tells me in the head, you don't need a PS6. Love me. I'm all you need. Yes, don't buy a PS6. I'm the only one you need in your life. Oh, first time saying that. Check that out. Oh yeah, I got a screenshot this one. Spanish Harlem El Barrero. E125. Ain't Miles supposed to be black? Okay, whatever. Alright, he's black in Spanish. Anyway, that looks cool though. I ain't never seen these before. But yeah, back to the subject, guys. Like all I'm saying is keep that same energy. Where was that energy at though for the PS5 Pro before it came out, right? Like I said, these dudes sitting here talking about something, push it back, we don't need it. And every time, if I'm doing this from now on, every time I see a video say we don't need a PS6, I'm gonna make a video that say we need a PS6. Well, I need a PS, not we, but I need a PS6. For other people, I can't speak for you guys, but for me, I want a PS6. I want me a true next gen console, and I feel like the PS6 is gonna mollywop that PS5 Pro, and they hate it. They hate it. Hey, look, and when they heard the PS5, the PS6 could be cheaper than the PS5 Pro, they hated that too. Oh no, 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 no. Before the RAM thing came out, right? In the RAM situation, blah blah blah, with the RAM, right? Before they even came out with the bad situation with the RAM. Oh, the PS6 could be higher. Look at the PS5 Pro, nigga. The PS5 Pro is gonna be higher regardless because it's supposed to be anyway. The first PS5 Pro or PS4 Pro was sits on the same what range as the OG PS4 because I don't know what it did that way, but it just did. But it made sure this time to get more money out that the PS5 Pro. You know, I never bought a PS4 Pro, didn't care for it, didn't need it. Didn't I looked at the videos and I was like, I'm good. Like the same game to me. So same thing with PS5 Pro, like the same game to me. But until you start seeing Sony water down or have the developers water down the OG PS5 games to make the PS5 Pro look better, and that's another thing too. These PS5 Pro games is all under the thumb for the developers. So if the developer does not decide to, increase anything from that for the PS5 Pro, then it's not going to show what it's supposed to be showing as far as the graphical leaps and bounds and blah blah blah. Who cares? But you know what I'm saying? Like um, with the PS6, you know what I mean? It should be intact as far as how the game should be playing. You know, in my opinion. Um, Look at Metal Gear, what Delta? I thought it was called Snake Eater, but I think it's called Delta. They said how the PS5, OG PS5, forced that game to play better, or the Pro needed Pro patches. And then back to the price thing. I know I'm all over the place. I'm sorry, but back to the price thing. Now they was talking about how the PS6 gonna be so expensive. Oh yeah, it's gonna be. Oh my God, over $1,000, guys, for PS6. Over $1,000. Over 2,000 or 1,500. You really honestly think Sony's gonna sell a console that high, knowing that, you know what I'm saying, when that PS6 came out, or when PS3 came out for 600, nobody didn't want to buy it, and that people spoke with their wallets and didn't buy that thing until Sony dropped the price. Now, look, I'm gonna tell y'all something else too. That PS5 Pro ain't selling like that. Best believe it. If they did, Sony would be sitting there bragging about it, which they're not. They ain't bragging about the price for that PS5 Pro. They brag about the price of that PS5 Portal, that PS Portal. They bragging about that though. Y'all notice that? They bragging about that PS Portal. They ain't said a word about that PS5 Pro, about the the sales for the PS5 Pro. Not once. Without they can't. They always see they lump the PS5 Pro with the OG PS5 together. You know what I mean? But separately, they will not say how much that thing sold. Now, in one video, I haven't seen one shred of evidence of them selling over millions and millions of PS5 Pros. But I heard the PS Portal sold over 2 million. That was like last year or a year, 2 years ago. So I wonder how much is it sold now. We have to wait to see, right? Look at the. Oh, that's another thing too. I've been noticing, right? Now they're sitting there talking about some. The best place to play GTA 6 is what on the PS5 Pro. How about they look? It's cheaper than the Xbox. Okay, cool. But you know what? It might be the best place to play it, which it might not, might or might not be, right? That's subjective. But this is the thing. Um, how about this? The best way to play the PS5 Pro. I'm sorry, the best way to play GTA 6, but the best value of the game to play games with it is on the PS Portal. So this is for people that can't afford the PS5 Pro, can't afford the PS5, can't afford the Xbox Magnus and the Xbox Series X and S and X. Get a Portal, and you'll be able to play Spider Man. I mean, Spider Man. Play GTA 6 on the PS Portal. Wow, $200. Say that money. You feel me? You get to say that money. They don't never mention the PS Portal. You sell PS Portal. You know what I'm saying? GTA 6 come out, you can buy it on your portal. That's if you're able to buy it though. I don't know. You might not be able to buy it on the portal. You know what I'm saying? I guess it's best to wait on that because you don't know what Sony's gonna put. Hold up, can't you? I think you'll be able to buy games on the portal, right? You can buy games on the portal, I believe. So if GTA 6 is on the portal in the store for it to be sold, you should be able to buy it. And then again, I don't know about the storage. It's in the I don't know, man. All I know is if it's possible to play GTA 6 on the portal, then play it on the portal. Save that money. Don't buy a PS5 Pro. Get yourself either an OG PS5, a PS5 Slim, or a portal. PS5 Pro's not needed, guys. It ain't. And you know what? The reason why I was telling y'all that too is because like the PS6 might be out here next year. Now, if y'all really want something that's next truly, well, not saying next to the next gen, but more powerful, they get yourself a PS5 Pro. I just don't think it's worth it right now, especially if the PS6, as Morris Law said, Morris Law did say that the PS6 is supposed to be coming mid 2027. Now, this will be pushed back to like 2040, 2050. I mean, 2030, 2040, or whatever. Then go up by all means, get your PS5 Pro because that's a long wait. You know what I mean? That's a long wait for that. Um, or just stick with or just buy yourself a PS Portal. Save that money or PS5 Slim. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a lot of options, but I'm saying as far as like the cheapest option for you to be gaming and not worry about like the best of the best of the best. But you know what? Hey, I'm having fun playing this game. Um, hey, I got this game now on this console, and I save money. Like I said, PS Portal, PS5 Slim, and the OG PS5. You can find an OG PS5. I don't know this still. I think the OG PS5 was like discontinued, but you probably still can find some that's from sellers or like from used places like GameStop, whatever case may be. Um, but yeah, but like back to the energy thing, I want to. I did not see the same energy for the PS5 Pro not to be pushed out. Where was the energy at for that? There was sites for. Oh yeah, PS5 Pro, PS5 Pro. And the price was ridiculously high for it, and he still didn't. They didn't care. PS5 Pro. I mean, ain't gonna lie, a lot did, but the ones that you sit here pushing back on the PS6 are the ones that sit here and champion for the Pro to come out. Keep that in mind. They champion that shit to come out. The PS5 Pro. Making news all the time. PS5 Pro. Oh my God. Every time you see the channel, the thumbnails, the PS5 Pro. So I'm like, okay, now it's us. It's time for the guys that didn't buy a Pro. It's our time to get a more powerful console, the PS6. And no, we don't need that. We don't want a PS6. We don't want a PS6. We love our PS5 Pro. Here they go. Yeah, and we also love our OG PS5. They call it the base model, the base PS5. Like what? Nigga, y'all don't even talk about the base PS5 unless it's something negative. The PS5 Pro run circle run the base PS5. The base PS5 ain't it's okay, but the PS5 Pro, PS5. It's like, bruh, I'm sick of hearing that. I'm so sick of people bashing the OG PS5 like it's trash. So yeah, I'm ready for a PS5. I'm sorry for a PS6. You know what I'm saying? It's like I would have got a Pro if they didn't run it to the ground so much about just trying to sell it. And that's what I think. That's what really kind of like turned me off with the PS5 Pro. It's like people always try to sell it to you all the time. What? It's like these videos of the PS5 Pro 2 years later or a year later, or like always trying to fear monger you to buy a PS5 Pro because of the price hikes and all that stuff. It's like, bruh, all the time. It's like there's no other new besides PS5 Pro updates and PSSR updates and this and that. It's like, and then look, what's weird? I see these guys. I ain't gonna say. Well, I see these people. Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie, right? Most games come out, rain turbo on it, and they be sitting there and these thumbnails with their head shaking, shaking my head. The PSS, this developer, blah blah blah, did this and that, and the game was like trash from the PS5 Pro. And the first thing they say is the developers they're lazy, this and that, this and that. Right. Now, when the OG PS5 was out before the Pro came out, where was that same energy? Where was that same energy? The old crusty, dusty PS5, right? That's what they call it. Crusty, dusty PS5, the dinosaur, right? So, but for the PS5 Pro, it's all sudden now it's the developer's fault. It's the developers. They're lazy. They don't, they're not optimizing, blah blah blah. Then you should know that the OG PS5 was being treated the same way. So, uh, yeah, keep the same energy. Well, they saying it now because look. I notice they're saying it now about the PS5 as well. Now the OG PS5. It's called because we want the PS. Well, I want the PS6. The PS6 is being threatened. It's threatening to them to come out 2027, and they can't stand it. They can't stand it, bruh. It's threatening that little precious PS5 Pro. You know what? And you know what they keep on saying? They're scared. Look. You know why they're scared? They say it'd be like, oh yeah, guys, get nothing to worry about. Sony said that the PS5 Pro will be it will be supported for 10 whole years, 10 plus years. Good for you. So why y'all keep worrying about the PS6? If you know that PS6 and PS5 Pro is gonna be supported for the next 10 years, right? Then why are y'all so scared of the PS6? I don't want to, I'm not buying that price hike crap. I'm not buying it. I'm sorry, I'm not buying it. Y'all are willing to pay all that money for a 5090, 2000 or something dollars for a 5090, over $1,000 for an Xbox Magnus. Then look. And they sitting there said it, right? And they know that Xbox Magnus will be like $1,000 something dollars, over $1,000 something dollars. And the Xbox Rock Ally, they pay for that, right? But for the PS6, it's gonna be over $1,000. Uh, yeah, I don't want to hear that, bro. Get out of here with that, bro. And then even say to myself, oh boy, Xbox though, their system's coming out either next year or this year, and yeah, but look, but PS6 gonna be pushed back. But Xbox though, they can come out in their track time, but PS6 gonna be pushed back. Make that make sense, bro. Make that make sense. They don't mind Xbox coming out. Hey, look, you know what's weird? You know what's cool though. It's good. I'm seeing Xbox guys say, you know what? We want our system to come out. I don't see no Xbox guys sitting there saying, "Oh, we don't need no new Xbox. We don't need no new Xbox Raw, Xbox Magnus." They want their game. This system to come out. But for these dudes who got these pros, oh, I don't want no PS6. You know what? Then, if y'all gonna feel that way, in my opinion, Sony need to stop making PS5 Pros. Period. Stop making pros. Just stop making pros. That way, I bet y'all will feel like. I bet they feel like they need a PS6 then or a PS7. Drop the Pro. Leave the pros alone, Sony. Because what it is, since they got that little mid-gen refresh, they don't want to spend no more money. They'll wait for another Pro to come out before they buy a PS6 or PS7. That's how weird people are, dude. I don't want a base model. I want the Pro only. That seems like to me, Sony. You need to either make a Pro only console that's not a base model, or just sell the base model without the Pro. One of them, two of them should not exist anymore because you're making people split. They're being split down the middle of whether or not to either buy the next generation console or they do the wait years later after the first console. And it should be that way. You should just sell one console and then make as much sales as possible instead of trying to like sit here and milking milking everything that you put out. Nickel and dime. There you go. Nickel and dime every little system you put out. No, stop doing that. Just make one console. Cause look, I guarantee you these niggas will be sitting here saying, "No, oh, we don't need no PS6 if they only had a PS5, OG PS5 only." I guarantee you they will not be saying it. They will not be saying it. And you know what? And they still will be saying those. They will be saying, "Oh, the OG PS5 is in its prime right now. It's just getting started." No, we know what they're really saying. The PS5 Pro is just getting started. I'm not stupid, bro. The PS5 Pro was just getting started, not the OG PS5. Their Precious Pro is getting started. You know why? It just came out not so long ago. That's what they really mean by that. But they want to use the PS5 as they slide in the word PS5 instead of really being the PS5 Pro. Because the PS5 been out since 2020. What do you mean just starting? It's been out. It's been out, bro. It's like, oh, how much? How is it just beginning now when it came out in 2020? Get real with that, bro. Some games run good, some games don't run good. That's life. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like it's time to move to the next generation games. For me, I don't speak for the community. I don't speak for the whole Sony generation of Sony customers, fans, whatever you want to call them. No, I don't do that. I speak for myself. But yeah, this dude sit here talking about there's a lot of them, not just him, but a lot of them are saying that we don't. Stop saying we. You don't speak for everybody for Sony community player base. You don't speak for everybody. Stop saying that we. No, you don't want. Say that. You don't want. But we is not in here. And we are not in your on your same ideology, bro. No, we're not the same on that. That ain't my idea. That's your idea. That's your opinion. What you want. You know, that's your opinion. That's not my opinion. I want a PS6. I'm ready for a PS6 next year. And you know, it's funny how I'm gonna cut this video after this, but you know, it's funny how these people be like, yeah, the PS6 gonna be so expensive, but yet they bought this expensive PS5 Pro with no disk drive, no hard, no stand, and it's gotta rely on patches. It's got to rely on enhancements just for the games to look good. It's got to rely on developers to do enhancements just for the game to look good. What are the developers doing them enhancements? It's just the base OG, triple OG PS5. I heard it was a game. What's it called? Cold, not Cold Valley. It's called Cold Vein 2 or something like that. That does not have any kind of support for the game. It might not be that game. I'm just it might be another game. I'm not for sure, but I think it's Cold Valley 2. I'm sorry, Cold Vein. Damn cold games, bro. I think it's called Cold Vein though. And yeah, that game did not have any. From what I heard, it skipped out on the PS5 Pro enhancements. So, like I said, it really when you get a Pro, you're really gambling on whether or not you're gonna get all your games with with the full potential of it running good. That's a gamble, man. And I seen more games run terrible on that PS5 Pro than running good on the PS5 Pro. I seen more of the PS5 OG PS5 running the games better on the PS5 than the PS5 Pro. And what's sad is I keep feeling like Sony dumps down the PS5, OG PS5 because they want to sell the Pro. Look at how when Mark Cerny did that video of when they first showed the Pro off, right? Look how he talked about the PS5, the OG PS5. Oh yeah, it looks so ugly and so blurry on the OG PS5. Talking about the Last of Us. That's how they sell it. They want to make the OG PS5 look like it can't. It's inferior. It's just nothing to nothing to brag about, nothing to talk. It's just an inferior console. But that's how they treated it, right? And I didn't like that. I saw that video of him talking about the PS5 like that far as the OG PS5 compared to the PS5 Pro. I was like, really, nigga? So you want to, crap on your base PS5 just to sell a Pro? That goes to show you that Sony just cares about money. I mean, I've been doing what I'm saying. It's like it just shows you right there. Like they will hang out their own OG PS5 to drive to sell a new console. And like I said, they're not doing anything for this console that's supposed to be boosting any kind of graphics for this thing or nothing. So yes, I want my PS5. I'm sorry, I want my PS6. These YouTubers will try to brainwash you about PS5 Pro so bad by speaking about it in every single video, every single day. Pro patch this, PSSR that, Pro patch that, PSSR. No, I want my PS6. How about that? Show me some PS6 videos every single day. Show me some news about my PS6. Show me a next generation game coming, next generation PS6 news. I'm tired of PS5 Pro, dog. I am just so sick of hearing about the PS5 Pro from these guys. I really am. You know, it's just so weird that they're just so brainwashed with the PS5 Pro. It's just, and then the chat is talking about the same thing. PS5 Pro. I can't wait to play some PS5 Pro. I can't wait to play some PS5. They gotta say the word Pro every 5 seconds. Every 5 seconds, the word Pro, 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 Pro. It's like, ugh. I can't wait to the PS6 come out just to shut it up. It's like I don't even hate the Pro, but the thing is, like, they make you want to hate the Pro, but they talk about it so much. It's like, yeah, like the Pro is like Air Jordans, right? I love Jordans. I like Jordans, but yeah, like that's what it is. It's a Jordan Nike shoe, and they just can't stop talking about it, you know. you know, it's like there's just too much bragging going on. I don't, that's what it is to me. It's so much bragging going on, and it's like the bragging. They don't never want to talk about the negative stuff about the PS5 Pro. We talk about the negative stuff about the PS5 Pro, they ignore it. They don't want to hear it. They give excuses for it. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about, there's always something positive. You know how Xbox fanboys are always positive about like the Xbox Series S, the weaker version, how they will defend that. That's how it is with the PS5 Pro. These niggas will defend anything wrong the PS5 Pro does. Oh well, it needs a pro patch. This isn't even a pro patch. Oh man, please. That thing should be brute forcing everything that comes this way. It should be brute. If the OG PS5 can do it, why can't the Pro brute force it? It's gonna be more powerful, right? Why is it not brute forcing games like the PS5, OG PS5 did with Metal Gear Snake Eater, or the Metal Gear Delta, whatever this crap is called? But yeah, it's like, man, I know it's a long video, guys. I'm sorry I had to do it, bro. Cause like I'm just so sick of seeing PS5 Pro news, PS5, but PSSR, and I'm ready for my PS6, bro. And they call it oh, they calling Sony stupid. You'll be a fool, Sony. You be stupid, Sony, if you put a PS6 out next year. Sony, don't listen to them. Make your money. Put it out at $600, $500. Like you do with the PS5, OG PS5. Make it more powerful than that PS5 Pro. And look, what you do is, I know I said I don't want more pros out, right? No, no, keep it as is, and make that be your only console. Don't even sell no more pros. Don't even sell no more pros. Cause you know why? Because all you're doing is dividing the community, and you're making people want to spend more money than what they should. And that's the problem. The Sony sees that. They know that they idiot. These guys will sit here and go out here and spend $1,000, $2,000 for a pro. But when it comes to the base version, oh, it's so expensive. That pro costs more. Well, not my PS5. My PS5 cost about the same. Like I said, about what I said earlier about my PS5. PS5 came out too late. I got tired of waiting. Anyway, long story short, yeah. The PS5 Pro is very expensive, and it's just a mid-gen refresh. And I know you're saying, well, you bought a very expensive OG PS5, and again, I got tired of waiting for mine. That's the thing about with me. It wasn't in stores. This thing was like trying to find a daggone Pokemon. You gotta catch them all. No, it was like not that. That's a bad excuse. That's a bad example. It was like trying to find Waldo. There you go. You know what I'm saying? It was trying to find Waldo. Could never find them. Could never find it in the stores, bro. So I got my PS5 that way. If I could have bought me a base PS5, you know, around lunchtime, I would have. For the actual retail price, but I couldn't find none for that price. But yeah, back to the PS5 Pro. I don't think it's worth that much money. I really don't think it's worth that much money. And the PS6, oh, the PS6 gonna have problems too. The PS6 gonna be the savior. I ain't say it wasn't gonna be the savior. All I'm saying is I just want something to be better and stronger than the Pro, and run games that look way more better than the Pro. I mean, like 100 times better than the Pro. I wanted the dog walk that Pro. I want the PS6 that dog walk that Pro. That's what I want. Cause look, I ain't gonna lie, like the PS5 and the PS4 to me, the PS5 looks way better in games than the PS4. The PS4 looks good too. Don't get me wrong, it does, but the PS5 looks way better. But I'm not gonna sit here and like crap on it and be like, oh well, the PS4 is trash and the PS4 is a dinosaur. I'm not like that, man. And some of these YouTubers will just sit here and just trash an older console just to sell a new one. I'm not like that. If you're happy with your OG PS4 or your PS3, man, have fun. I still play my PS. I play all my consoles: PS3, PS4, and my PS5, and I like all my consoles. I don't love them, but I like all my consoles. Um, I'm glad I kept my consoles, so like I can always go back to the games that Sony and these Xbox players. Well, sorry, I can go back to games that won't be coming back to the console. Like Xbox, I can't say that for them. Like they get their old games. They got their old games on their console. Sony, they make you want to pay. They make you pay for your stuff just to play those old games. And I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna pay no subscription service to play games I already own on my PS3. That's why I kept my PS3. Now for people that don't have a PS3, go buy one. Go buy if there's games that you want to play that's not came out, haven't been out years, decades, and you feel as though you know what, it's not coming back ever. Like I said, OG, well, a PS3 or Xbox One or OG, the Xbox 360, something like get the Xbox 360 or PS3 and free old games, man. That you been playing. I've been in my PS3 for a long time since like it launched. I got my PS3. Not launched, but I got the Slim, so it's not launched, but I got the PS3 though. So yeah, man, that's all I gotta say, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And my main thing is keep the same energy. That's what I'm asking. Keep the same energy. You know, y'all calling us PS5 Pro haters. Well, y'all, you guys are PS6 haters. Y'all, the thing even came out yet. The PS6 haters. It's gonna be so expensive. And so is that Pro. And so is that Pro. All right, guys. This is Brody. This is guys signing out. One love. God bless. Take it easy. See you guys in the next video. Peace.